Hi, I'm KimmyCat100 and I've been asked to do this video regarding a recent situation with Lil Wayne dissing dark-skinned women. For those of you who are not familiar with the situation, basically about 2 weeks ago, some models went to a Young Money casting or video shoot, and Lil Wayne or Gada Gada from Young Money said, "You're pretty to be dark-skinned." And then Lil Wayne quoted from his song right above it, you know, "Beautiful black woman, bet that bitch look better red." And, you know, they were laughing and stuff, and, you know, the women felt offended, and one of the women said, like, well, how could you say that when your daughter's dark skinned? And Lil Wayne said, the difference between you and my daughter is that she's a millionaire and you're not. And, you know, that's why I made sure that's the only dark-skinned child I have. All my other baby mothers are, you know, red bones. I had a child with an Asian, and, you know, so my child could have good hair. Shame he had a boy. Now, really, you know, really, Lil Wayne, like, the reality is, like, did he or did he not say that? Only the models and Young Money know what happened in that room. But the reality still stands that he still has that line in his song right above it. I don't know if it's, you know, how deep in the industry, you know, he is, that his mind, he's losing his mind. I don't know if it's the syrup. I don't know anymore. I mean, we've got people like Gucci Mane tattooing ice creams on his face. I don't even know what part of the game that is anymore. I mean, it's like, is it some fashion trend now? First it's Young Berg, then it's, you know, Slim Fog. Who's next? What is the issue with dark-skinned women? You know, all of this, they got attitudes, they're ugly. I know ugly people of other races. I know women, I know white girls who have more attitude than me, who could give you a run for your money. So it's the only problem is that, you know, Lil Wayne is a millionaire. Millions of people listen to his music. And, you know, you're putting that out there, and different races are looking at us. They're laughing at us because we're turning against each other. We're putting each other down. We're doing the Willie Lynch manual. When there's no room for progression, and I'm sick of it, and it just needs to really stop. It's not about, you can like whoever you want, you know, it's all obvious that he likes Redbones, it's all over his music. I was still bopping to his music and stuff. I used to like all those songs, because I don't care what your preference is. If you're a good artist, you're a good artist. But when you start putting things out which, you know, degrade women, you're dark skinned, so you're going to take it out on dark skinned women. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see ugly? Do you see a nigger? What do you see that makes you hate yourself so much, where you hate your blackness? It's hilarious. It's really hilarious. So there's this issue where dark-skinned men, I've seen that if you get bullied maybe in school, you couldn't play football, you were skinny, you lost your virginity at a late age, you come out taking it out on black women if maybe you grew up in a black area. You know, it's a similar kind of scenario with some black women who maybe weren't that pretty in school, and, you know, guys didn't find them attractive, so they decided to turn against black men because maybe they grew up in a black area and that's what they experienced. But I find a lot of the time it's unattractive dark-skinned men who feel this way. Maybe they're morbidly obese, or they're just unattractive, that seem to put this anti-dark-skinned women out there. I know plenty of dark-skinned men who like dark-skinned women, so I don't know where this new fashion trend of this anti-dark-skinned women movement, or even anti-black women movement, is coming from. But I'm kind of sick of it, because there's this illusion where black men feel like they're in some arrogantly high demand, when I got friends of other races who would never date a black man. So turning against your own race don't make you super cool to other races. I think it's a very unattractive attribute. I don't care what color you are. If you diss the women of your own race or the men of your own race because you like another race, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. Dark-skinned men need to understand that if you date somebody who's a red bone, which I believe is a light-skinned female, you're not guaranteed to have a light-skinned child. You're not guaranteed that the child will come out light-skinned. It could come out dark like me, and then you'd have your worst nightmare, a dark-skinned child. You're not guaranteed that the child will have good hair, I quote. You're not guaranteed anything, even on the features. If you're dark skinned and you got dark skin and big lips, your child could be dark skinned and have big lips, or light skin with some of those afros, you know, afrocentric features, whatever you want to call it. It's not guaranteed. You can be with another race and your child may not be the perfect mix. It could be more of one or more of the other. So that's something for you guys who hate dark-skinned women to keep in mind when you have children. What would you do if you hate dark-skinned women so much and your children are dark-skinned? How would you feel? That's why it's like very self-destructive to have that mindset. You know, genetics don't normally work out like that. You know, this good hair bullshit. Somebody please answer me this. What is this issue with, you know, women's hair and all this hair weave shit? Like, women of all races wear hair weave, especially, you know, light-skinned women or white women. Everybody, you know, all different women wear hair weave, but black men seem to take this hair weave out thing on, you know, black women. It depends, you're a product of your environment. You know, what's ever fashionable on TV or in the fashion magazines, people follow trends. It's just what the fashion industry or the media forms. But then you've got this issue where she's got permed hair, you know, she's fake, she wears weave, she's fake. But then when you're rocking your kinky twists or afros, you're nappy. I rock cornrows, I rock straight hair, I rock curly hair. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't make me any more or less of who I am. But where is the intermediate? Nappy, weave, perm. If we can't have any of those, what style do you want us to rock? Somebody please answer me that. You don't like nappy, you don't like perm, you don't like, what do you want? How do you want black women to, you know, style their hair? What's cool? You know, somebody answer me that question, please. And this other issue, like with 80% of professional black American women are single and can't find a man, it's bullshit. It's just a mediocre way to intellectually brainwash you to think that, oh my god, black women, we can't get black men. You know, we're gonna have to date somebody out of our race, or we're gonna have to date any shit black guy you might pick up because, you know, there's no black women, there's not enough black men for women. Fair enough, there's issue with a lot of men incarcerated and stuff, but there's also black women in prison too. You know, that you know, newscast with 80% of black professional women can't find a man suggests that, you know, there's not 80% black men who are professional, or that, you know, 80% of the black men are all taken. It's just not true. I know plenty of black couples who are happily married. You know, I know plenty of friends who have no trouble dating, you know, black men. So it's a ridiculous thing. I think that when you watch the media, you should try and research and read into it and try and analyze it a bit better. Never take what you see on TV as the gospel, because that's how they have control of your mind. It's not how it seems. Like, some women may watch TV or listen to these idiots like Young Berg and Slim Frog and think, oh, every single man hates dark-skinned women. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to bleach my skin now. It's bullshit. Everything is not for everybody, and there's somebody for everybody. Everybody likes different things. Sometimes some people like strawberry ice cream, some like chocolate ice cream, some like vanilla. It's just the way of the world. But I'm just sick of, you know, all these messages I've been getting about, shut your fucking mouth, you dark-skinned bitch, what the fuck do you know, you ugly shit. Where is it coming from? And you're dark-skinned, and some of them guys who are dissing me are darker than me. I don't get it. It's hilarious. It's laughable. Also, to some of the inbox messages I've got about, you know, you're English, you don't know shit, you know. Just because I'm born in England doesn't mean I don't know nothing about America, living in America. Some people need to get passports and travel, and then they realize that, you know, there's not just black people in America and Africa, and also that Africa is a continent, not a country. So we're not a Pacific, Africans don't look a Pacific way like maybe you lot have seen on the Zulu Warrior film. You know, there's black people all over the world, but even this black and white thing can be highly argued because, you know, that's another YouTube video. But basically, I just wanted to address this issue because for the dark-skinned women who are doing the same thing, like, I hate black men, you know, I date, you know, white men because black men are dickheads, they don't do nothing with their lives, they're all in jail, they're all gangsters. That's bullshit as well. Don't base your preference on hatred of your own race. Sometimes it's not because you're dark skinned. You could have gone out with your friends and they could be light skinned, but they could be all hot light skinned girls, and you might not be the stereotypical girl in the group. So it could be, you know, you could be ugly, you could be morbidly obese, you could have a stink attitude, you could have a, you know, a body odor problem. There's so many different factors that attract people to each other. It's not as simple as black and white. And for you dark skinned men that also have this issue, understand that features dark-skinned women sometimes have European features and vice versa. So try and broaden your horizon, open up your mind, read a book, find out something, get some self-esteem, find out some information about your inheritance, your African inheritance. Don't believe what you're just taught on a Hollywood movie. Do the research. If not, try and find somebody who's of, you know, African inheritance, maybe Ghanaian, Nigerian. Maybe you can go on holiday with them and experience it firsthand, and you'll be highly shocked that what you've been seeing on the TV is not real. So I will not shut up. I will always comment on these things if it affects me or my world. You can have your preference. I'm not trying to be like pro, everyone must date a dark-skinned woman. Date who you like. I find it unattractive if you are a white woman dating a black man and you diss white men because you like black men. It's just bullshit. So I just thought I'd, you know, do this video to address the issues. Like, feel free to leave me any comments, and thank you for listening. And if the comments are abused, just, you know, whatever you need to do, get it off your chest, but just leave the dark skin women alone. I love my dark skin. You know, there's nothing wrong with chocolate. Chocolate's good for you.